Now let's talk about the dreaded corner section. So you may have had problems with this one in the past, and there is good reason for that, besides the fact that you have to hand band these interior edges of the shelves. They do cause problems with the default Mosaic library just because of where the line board lines up and just basic overall function. It's not very intuitive how they work, so I'm going to explain that and why we would actually use the corner section. So let's check out this closet over here. Right now we have bridge sections. This is the alternative and the preferred method for having a fast assembly install time of these closet sections. There is another video on bridge sections. I won't go into it right now. But if we want to replace this bridge section with a corner section, we do right now, and I'll kind of show off some of the features. So basic layout tips for this thing. Right now, we need at least 24 inches in either direction to lay this corner section down. And to the left in the products, you'll find a corner sections. And then we're going to grab the 96 corner left because it's a left corner, right? Well, not really, because if you look at this section, yes, this is a left corner section, but that just means that this wall hanging panel is on the left side. If we wanted to actually mirror the right side, we want this hanging panel to be on the right side. So that is the only difference between the left and the right is what direction the hanging panel comes up on. Because if I drop this section into here, it's always a 90 section is always landing, it's always dropping on the wall to the left. It's never going to drop on this wall here. It's going to drop to the wall on the left of the corner. So now that we have this drop down and our wall hanging panel is in the right place, let's look a little bit closer. So we actually have a notch right here. Now this is a very good thing because after this top is cut out, the radius from our cutout tool is going to leave a little radius right here. So we need this gap so that our panel does not smush up against this corner and it lays in there perfectly. Now, there's a little magic behind the scenes of how we made this shape because you'll notice this is not the exact same as how it's done in the default Mosaic closet library. Anyways, so we're going to take this green arrow and drag it down to fill up the space, or you could just give it a width of 30 and move the panel into it. And then you'll notice when we drag this other green arrow, it kind of just goes off into space. It doesn't actually know this panel is over here. And that's because this is the depth of the cabinet. The depth of the cabinet cannot sense the other panel next to it. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't really matter for now. Just know that it's okay that it's going into space. What we want to do instead to fix that, maybe make this section smaller. Give this the depth that you want it to be. So we're going to say, actually, I want it 28 in the corner. And I'm going to click on this panel, hit this bump button down here, bump it into there. You could also make this a random number and then bump this panel over. Just keep in mind that if the closet rod is on this left side, we want at least 24 to I'd say about 31 inches for this interaction to happen comfortably with the hanging clothes. So let me bump this panel over. So now we know the difference between the left and the right, how to lay it out, how it interacts in the room. And then on the next section, we're going to go over the interior and how you can build that out and get it to look accurate.